Hi, welcome to All About Mechanical Engineering. In today's video, we will discuss a question on projection of plates which was asked in university examination in the year 2022. The question was given on hexagonal plane in such a way that the two parallel sides of this hexagonal plane, out of which one was in HP and another one was in VP. This is the question, which states a hexagonal plane has its one side in HP and its opposite side is 25 mm above HP and in VP. Draw its projections. Take side of hexagon 30 mm long. Let us take out the given data first. The first thing is hexagonal plane with one side in HP, opposite side is 25 mm above HP and in VP. Also, the side of hexagon equals to 30 mm. So this is the hexagon we are talking about. Why we have drawn it in this position, let us understand. So this is the resting reference which should be kept on left hand side as it is having a side in HP. So on the left you have to draw a side rather drawing a corner. Also, as it is resting in HP, the true shape will be available in top view. So this is the resting reference we are talking about, a side in HP to be kept on left. Second thing is the opposite side is 25 mm above HP. This will be used to create the second front view of the given question, and the same side is to be kept in VP. That will be implemented in the third step. We are talking about this parallel side. Let us name this hexagon as A, B, C, D, E, F. Let's draw the solution now. This is the given data, starting with the first step, XY line, then a vertical projector. Taking this distance at least more than 40-45 mm. This is the intersection point. For a hexagon, the radius of the circle and the side length are equal, so taking radius equals to 30 mm in compass, keeping compass at this intersection, drawing a circle. We need to draw the hexagon in such a way that there should be two sides here. So the corners will be at the top and bottom. So keeping compass here with the same radius 30 mm in your compass, cut two arcs on either side, then shift the compass from top to bottom here and draw another two arcs. With these two corners and these four arcs, join them, you will get a regular hexagon of 30 mm sides. Label it, then take the projectors up. As one side is in HP, the first front view will be on XY line and there will be corresponding names like this. Now it says that this side AB is in HP, but this side DE is not on HP, it is 25 mm above HP. So in order to do that, you have to take 25 mm above a locus here, then a vertical line, shifting these 2 points, labeling it here A dash, B dash, taking distance A dash to D dash in your compass, keeping on A dash here, cutting an arc, joining it, then taking A dash, C dash in your compass, keeping on A dash, cutting an arc, labeling the points. So you have satisfied these two conditions now. Let's draw the second top view. We have the projector here on which A and B are located. A is on this horizontal line. This is the intersection point. This is A1. B is on the same vertical line. From here, this is the horizontal line. This becomes B1. C is on this vertical line. Here it is on this horizontal line. This is the intersection point. This is C1. D is on this vertical line and it is on this horizontal line here, becomes D1. Then E is on this horizontal line and this vertical line. This is the intersection. This is E1. And F is on the same line where C is located on the vertical line and this is F on this horizontal line. This becomes F1. Join this in sequence. So this is the reduced shape of your given hexagon. Now this side length is 30 mm, which is as it is carried in D1 E1 and A1 B1. These two conditions have already been satisfied up to this level. What is remaining is you have to keep this opposite side in VP. So this is the resting side A1 B1 and the opposite side becomes D1 E1. You have to keep D1 E1 on XY line in the final top view. So taking a vertical projector, naming this point as D1. This is 30 mm, so taking 30 mm distance, drawing another vertical projector, naming this as E1. We have these two horizontal lines now being vertical. So from D1 to B1 and E1 to A1, these two distances are same. We can take any of this distance in compass, keeping on D1 here, cutting an arc on this vertical line, this point becomes B1. Similarly, keeping compass on E1, cutting an arc and labeling it as A1. Also, D1 to C1 and B1 to C1 are equal. So keeping compass on D1, measuring distance as D1 to C1 in compass, keeping compass on D1 here, cutting an arc, shifting compass from D1 to B1 here, intersecting this arc, this point becomes C1. E1 F1 and A1 F1 are also same as these two distances. So keeping on E1 here, cutting an arc, shifting compass to A1, intersecting this arc, this becomes F1. Joining these points in sequence, and you have obtained the final top view. On this vertical line, A is there, and from here it is on XY line, so this point becomes A1 dash. B is on this vertical line, here it is on this XY line itself, so this is B1 dash. C is on this vertical line here it is on this horizontal line, this is the intersection point, this becomes C1 dash. D is on the same line here and it is on the locus here, so this becomes D1 dash. E is on this vertical line, here it is on the same locus, this becomes intersection point E1 dash. F is on this vertical line and on this horizontal line in the middle, this becomes F1 dash. Joining these points in sequence, and you have obtained the final front view of the given question. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet or you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe it. Thank you for watching.